Hi, hello, welcome. I just wanted to make a really quick video. Um, Blessings to the new coming spring to everyone. Blessings of the equinox past. Blessings of the Pastoral Star. Blessings to those who celebrate Easter. Blessings to the Mother Spring, the Mother that reawakens in the earth to us all. I'm so sorry for the blurry vision. There we go. I just wanted to come on here really quickly, and I wanted to talk to you now more than ever about our Plancestors, about the Plancestors that are calling to us. They're calling to you. They're crying out to build deep connections within us all. When you're building a connection with your Plancestors, it's not this big, intense, well, let me rephrase that. It is very intense, but it's not this big, immersed, filled, that you have to do all of this insane amount of stuff and buy all these tools and buy all these crazy amounts of plants, and you don't need to do all this extravagant stuff. It's not like that. It's building a connection to the nature and to the land that you're born in, or that your family hails from, or that you live right now. Let's say you live in an area way different than from where you're from or where your family's from. So your first step to being able to truly connect with that land is honoring that land and learning to be at one with that land, but also understanding that that is borrowed land. And something that I think a lot of us, especially living in America, a lot of people just assume that you buy land and it's yours, and you're not understanding the spiritual context of it, and that it might not originally be your land. And this is something that I've been working with a lot lately right now, and just trying to comprehend that this land that I live on, that I've built these roots at, this was not originally my land. This is not even my family's land. And learning to do that in the most respectful of ways, learning to honor and offer the spirits of this land, to commune with them, to open your hearts to them, to learn from them, and to be willing to understand the rejection that might come from them. Those are very important. This all goes back to the supremacy of the patriarchy and learning to deal with these kinds of issues in the world today, and understanding that we as human beings, we are not automatically right on anything. We are not automatically entitled to anything. And learning to understand that, just like all animals do, we might be territorial, but at the same time, learning to come in the most respectful of ways and to be at one and to rightfully honor the areas that we are in. So at this moment in time, I've lived in this house and I've lived in this space for a few years, but I know that the relationship between me and the spirits of this land here, it's a relationship that is continuing to grow, because it's a relationship that needs tending to, and it's a relationship because the spirits of this land, they have been trampled on over and over and over again. Because I don't live in a very wooded area, as I'm sure you can hear. I live very close to the city. I do have plenty of room to garden and things like that, but this land has been dug up and torn up and trifled and stolen and taken, and all, it's gone through. It's gone through it. So the spirits of this land are not necessarily the most outcoming at first. So it is something that takes time. So learning to build these relationships is very important. Sorry about that. That was my son. It's okay. Don't lock it. Sorry, as I was saying, a very important aspect of working with any Plancestors is learning to build a respectful relationship with nature, with Mother Nature, and the spirits of the land, the spirits of the earth, the spirits of the plants that grow here naturally. Because there are a lot of plants that grow naturally in these kinds of areas that weren't originally from this area. They've been brought over, and so learning to build relationships with the whole area. I'm so sorry. That was the ice cream truck. It's getting warm out, so these kinds of things are, being outside, it's going to be louder and louder. But as I was saying, it's to grow as a spiritual whole. We want to grow and we want to build relationships with these kinds of things. And you want to build a respectful relationship with these kinds of things. You want to build a respectful practice with the plants of this area. Whether they're plants you've brought in here, whether they're plants that grow naturally here, but most importantly, you want to build a respectful practice with the land itself. Standing outside barefoot and just digging your toes in the ground and just honoring the ground for what it is and for how long it's been here, and for that it will always be here longer than you, and it has more right to be here than you. These are really important things for we as people in general to understand. That's really just the basis of what I wanted to touch on today. I hope you guys have a beautiful, blessed weekend and enjoy your celebrations of spring. Goodbye.